His name's Gaz. He follows us on TikTok. He goes, "Hi mate, I hope you're keeping well. You're doing amazing and an inspiration to us all. To the many people that don't like that, to the many people that don't have integrity or resilience, you keep doing what you're doing. I feel lucky to know you. I've spoken to you a few times on this page and you've been very kind to me. At the beginning of the year, I was really ill and nearly didn't make it. They had to amputate half my foot and I'm still in recovery. Been in a wheelchair and on crutches has opened my eyes to the struggles they have. It's a sad world we live in, but then we have some amazing people like you and people that I've spoken to. There is and people that I've spoken to that has a balance out there. So thank you for what you guys do. This
Thank
guy
you.
almost lost his life, and he's talking to me about inspiring him.
The challenging part is controlling the natural emotion that comes out, right? Which is
Mm,
anger. In those situations, anger is a natural emotion to come out, and that's what's the
that's right.
challenging part because you're challenging that emotion. One
That's
thing we're good at, we can show up, but the one thing that we're not good at is when we get overwhelmed. When
yeah.
it gets to a point, and there's a balance between that being overwhelmed and talking, say, "Oh, I'm overwhelmed," and just pushing through, and then just exploding. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Us brothers are back with a lot of pop culture news and stuff going on. There's been lots been going on in the last couple of weeks, so we're here to give you the update and give you our thoughts and everything. Before we get into it, guys, this podcast is sponsored by Cherish Clicks. See the magic, be the magic. Check the description for more. And before we get into it, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's get into it, man. Kids, how you been? It's been a while, man. I saw we haven't caught up in a while, like caught up in a while. How's everything been, man? We've been busy. Life's been busy. Life's been good, but it's also been busy, man. How you been?
Up and down, bro. Up and down. Be honest. I think last week was probably one of the toughest weeks we had. Oh no, man. It was, and there's a lot. You know what it is? It's like, trying to fit in family life, kids. We just had the holidays as well, so we were overwhelmed for 3 weeks. We're constantly trying to keep the kids entertained. I'm doing the night shifts as well. We're doing the Brothers Geek Out stuff. We're doing the Cherish Click stuff. Uh, it's hard to find time for yourself, man. And last week, I feel like I got to the point where I was at the brink. We had to switch on somebody for no reason. I was like, oh man, he probably just had the language barrier must have been a bit
Oh no.
different, and I switched up on him, and I was like, oh,
What
basically,
was that? Client? Who was this person? Someone you were trying to work with?
yeah, somebody we're trying to work with at the moment, and even with the company that I work for at the moment now, because it's freelance, what I'm doing, uh, somebody there as well, like, bro, it's just like sometimes you just feel like, what happens is common sense, because bro, I'm dying here, bro. Like I'm telling people, I'm dying. Like I'm dying here, bro. I've slept 3 hours. I've come here to do my work and go to fuck home. What the fuck is going on? Like sometimes you kind of wonder, like, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm
Mm.
dying, bro. I'm trying to keep food on the table for my kids, you know, and I'm just trying to get here on time. I don't wanna be in nobody's way. I just want to do the work, go to fuck home, you know. And yeah, two people actually. You know what? My apologies. I did apologize after, but like I feel like I've become this grumpy old man, bro. And I never used to be that guy.
Tell me
I
about
never
it.
used to be that guy. And switching up on people. I mean, like even today, picking up mum and dad from the airport. To be honest, man, I swear Allah has given me a guardian angel. That's one thing. Before I left, I just said, protect us, man. Like, I'm tired and I need more sleep, but I can't sleep because I'm trying to keep up with things in our reality at the moment. And I took the wrong fucking turn in. I had to take one long ass route. It took us 2.5 hours to get home, and then basically West Green, Haringey Council. I don't care. I'm gonna shout you out, man. You guys are fucking idiots, man. Fuck you, Haringey Council. Fuck you. I'm gonna say that now. Yeah. So you're gonna do fucking roadworks on West Green Road, yeah? Where it's the most busiest time in the morning. Why don't you do it like after 10 o'clock when people are trying to they can drop their kids and go to work, and then you can start the fucking roadworks. You start the roadworks at 8 fucking o'clock, so people could be stuck in traffic for an hour and a half. They got this freeway traffic light system. Then police come, cause all sorts of madness. People don't even use because there's no cameras on those lights. People are just driving through, and then it was just manic, bro. It was proper manic, and like I just had my uh, like a Clayton Bigsby moment, man. Fuck you, man. Let that hate out, brother. And let that hate out, man. Shit, and mum and dad are in the
Oh,
car. Basic. And I'm not
oh,
usually that guy. I'm usually quite cool and quite content, and I don't like confrontation. Like I feel like my tolerance level is like low, man. Like to be honest, bro, it took like 40 minutes to get to the airport. I was fine, and on the way home, I started feeling tired because the traffic build up, and like as long as we're moving, I'm good. To stop start, and the mum and dad fell asleep in the car, and I was like, I don't want to wake them up, even though there's bruises on the road. So just take my time driving slow because I'm tired as well. Uh, but it's been a tough week, I gotta say. I mean, some good things and some bad things. There's loads of things happening at the moment now, man. I just feel like it's hard to compose myself and trying to uh come to a point where I'm like not like it's not tunnel vision. I feel like I'm in a rat race, bro, and I don't know how to unwind or disconnect. I'm trying my best to stay away from as much as I can so I can focus on my own things. But yeah, I can't even do that no more. Can't even stay present with the kids at the moment. The past couple of weeks has been very hard to put together, and I'm doing this therapy thing at the moment as well to reconstruct my body or whatever they're trying to do, man. But that's not working either, man. Like I feel like I need to find somebody else. When somebody keeps saying, keep trying, keep trying. I'm like, man, fuck you, man, about keep trying. Like
mm,
there's ways of talking to people and trying to make them understand. Like this is what I try and do when I work with people. I want to understand how you work because we're not going to work the same, and I work differently. I'm that type of person. Is that if I've got 6 hours to do this job, I want to do it in 6 hours. If I can do it quicker, I'm going to do it quicker. You know, man, why is this taking so long for? Like, why is this so long-winded? Like, and people go on like, how do you keep up with everything? It's because I want to get it done. I don't want it hanging over my head. Because if it's hanging over my head, we're just like dad. We'll just worry about it till we don't sleep, wake up the next morning and do it anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to disconnect to like, how you prioritize things, bills and the rest of it and house shit. And like, when you got a house and you got a place, it's all fucked up. There's something wrong. You've got a fucking rat up there or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on at the moment, bro. It's been yeah. Other than that, with the bad stuff, it's balance, isn't it? It's actually, you know what? Acceptance is. I think this is what I'm trying to learn, and I'm finding this very hard. Is acceptance. It's accepting it is what it is, and I can't accept that for some
mm.
weird fucking reason. My mind does not want to just say it is what it is. The
Hard.
cooker's broken or something's broken or just accept it. It's fucked. The Hoover's broken. It's fucked. You're gonna have to get another one. It's equipment. This is meant to last a certain time. It could fuck up in a week. It could fuck up 6 years later. It's gonna happen. But how do you accept that? How do you? This is what I was trying to tell my therapist: is how the fuck do I accept things? Because now it's leaking into me shouting at the kids, and that's the worst thing to do as a father. It's not. I don't want to be that type of father to be shouting at my kids constantly. Like, Nia gets scared, bro. And I'm like, fuck,
Mm.
I don't want to be that guy. She'll drop something and be like, hey, and then look at me scared. And it's like, fuck, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. I do not want to be that for them. They want to be able to be comfortable to come up to me to say, Dad, I fucked up. I did something wrong. How can you help? Or what can we talk about? That's what I want. Not scare them because then they won't speak to me, bro. And that breaks my heart. That absolutely breaks my heart. More than once in the past couple of weeks, I've let myself down, and I feel like people say it's going to be hard. It is fucking hard, bro. Shit, it is hard, and it's not that. It's your surroundings as well. It's the people, the environment, the fucking ill as well. Again, I've been ill every month, but it's my fault because I keep sharing my spoon with Nia, and she went back to nursery last week and she fell ill straight away. and it just catches up. It catches up. I've I've got to learn to accept things. I I think that's why it is. The realization of accepting things. I'm finding it very hard, bro. Yeah, I'm
I feel you,
finding
man. I'm in
yeah
that same
accepting
thing.
things.
I mean, I'm almost in that same mind frame of letting things be. It's hard. You know, mum and dad were here for the last couple of weeks, and it was amazing, bro. We had such a great
Yeah,
time. Showed them around Dubai. We went to Oman. Absolutely amazing. Just so privileged and so grateful that I could take them around. You know what I mean? And dad was so happy. Mum was so happy. They were like, "Thank you for taking us." I'm like, "Don't thank me, man. Like, of course. You know what I mean? You guys done everything for us. I'm here because of you. So of course I'm gonna try and take you around Dubai, and I'm glad you got a chance to see Oman. You know, dad was saying things that I say. You know, that I was never in my dream to like see these places and live in these places. But that's like it's never been in my dream to visit countries like Oman and go to a cave that's like 4 million years old and all this sort of stuff. But one thing, I let them down, I let them down myself yesterday when I dropped them at the airport. This is why when you're saying that you picked them up and you gave them the exact same vibe that I left with them, I feel so shit. I slept like shit yesterday because I felt so bad. I let them down. One of the whole points of bringing them to Dubai was also show them that we're living a good life. Alhamdulillah, everything's good. We're living a great life. You don't have to worry about us. But I left them with such a negative vibe, man. On the way to the airport, I was just telling myself, be cool, be cool, be cool. The last bit, bro, just drivers. I went the wrong way. I took the wrong terminal. Through the terminal, there's no solutions to get to the other terminal, so I had to pay unnecessary to go through the parking to go back to everything went wrong, and I lost it. Absolutely lost it. And I just was so I let mum and dad down. I let Elia down. I felt so bad, man. I fucked up. And then when mum, she generally cries when I leave her. She was just like crying so much. Obviously, she cries anyway, but I think I added to it, just because I left them with that, They're supposed to leave with like, all right, they're doing good, man. But I left them with like, G's still losing his temper. And she just kept on looking at Ellie and say, please look after him, look after him. I felt so bad. I let him down. Dad just looked at me and just said, G, like you're a grown man now. You need to learn to control it. And this whole trip, thing is, the whole trip, the first week while they were here, I was like, be cool, don't lose it. So when people would do mistakes, I was like, I was using words like, ah, he's an idiot, he's a bastard. And I want to use the F word and all stuff like that. And I'm like, he's a bastard, idiot. The whole week. And then by the end of the first week, someone done something so dangerous, I lost it. I was like, you fucking prick. Dad was really upset with me, man. I was like, shit, why couldn't I hold that in, man? Why couldn't I hold back? I lost it, right? Because I was just tolerating. And it was exhausting. Mum and dad being there was amazing. It was exhausting. Every day after work, out and about. Every day, the whole days in, we were in Oman, out and about. I drove probably over 1,000 miles plus in the last 3 weeks. And then that day he lost it. So dad was super upset. Then we went to Oman. Now we're in a new environment and everything. And Oman's way more chilled. I love Oman. It's like a breath of fresh air compared to Dubai. So, but we were in a new country. So I was actually calm driving. Slow, calm. Drivers are better out there if it's calm. Week of cool, a little bit idiot news and less, but I was like, cool, 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 everything's cool. But I was driving and driving and driving, talking about probably 1,000 miles in Oman. And then the last 4 days of Dubai, just again, very tired, very overwhelmed just because of all the driving and all the out and abouts and all that sort of stuff. Like, because you're driving, I'm not only am I stressed and I'm tired and all that sort of stuff, right? Well, with driving, you're on alert because I'm in control. Everyone else can fall asleep, everyone else can relax. I can't. I have to be alert. I have to be aware of everyone else. Everyone's self-safety is in my hands. I'm on this alert state of driving with crazy drivers around and driving at high speed. So everyone can rest. I can't. So when with the last 4 days, man, I was just so overwhelmed. I just lost it. Every little thing that someone did in Dubai, I just lost it. The F bombs and everything. Dad was so upset that I did that. The Monday, mum smashed it. She wanted to go shopping. I dedicated a day to shopping the week before, and I was like, be cool, be cool, be cool. On that day I did lose a little bit, but I tried to stay away from the F bombs and everything and tried to get too angry. But mum wanted to do one more day of shopping, driving from Sharjah to Dubai. I had work to do. it was the worst, man. And I just lost it on drivers, man, on that day completely. So that day was a write-off completely. And then it was yesterday, man. It was yesterday. It was like, cool, this is the last day. Be cool, be cool. Everything was cool the whole day. Dropping them off at the airport, man. We get to the last bit, man. The last bit, everything went wrong. We're talking about the last 10 minutes of the whole freaking journey. Everything went wrong, man. Drivers just completely put me in a dangerous situation. So I lost. I tried to be the first one, I was cool, and I was like, be cool. Like, and I didn't say that. And then it was the next ones. And then I took the wrong turn in. I went to the wrong terminal. I had to pay. There's no solution to say, oh, look, just go that way. You go to Terminal 1. So no, you got to go through the car park, pay £4, £5, then go to the other one. So I was like, be cool, be cool. And then I went to the other terminal and I went the wrong way. So I had to go around another terminal and I lost it. I lost it on myself first. F me, you're so fucking stupid. This is one of my biggest issues. It's one of my biggest issues, man. And I'm saying it here, I self-criticize so much. Elia's like, the best. She's like a blessing in my life, right? God bless me with her. She always tells me that, stop being so hard on yourself, please. When you're hard on yourself, it hurts me too. And that's my biggest issue. I'm so hard on myself, bro. So hard. Something goes wrong if I drop something or what I did yesterday, I blame myself so much. I criticize myself so much. You're so dumb. Can't fucking do something straight. All that sort of stuff. I go overboard with over criticism. I can't just be like, G, basic. I can't just let it go. Like, I'm just like, oh, it's your fucking fault, man. It's your fucking fault, G. You are in control of this situation and you fucked it up, and then everything. So I really showed self-criticism hard yesterday. Mum and dad saw it. Elia saw it. I ended up going to freaking arrivals when I should be going to departure. Everything was wrong. Mine was off, man. I felt horrible. And then at the end, when I let them off, man, I looked at Ellie, I looked at mum and dad. It's like, I let all three of you down, man. I let you all down today, man. I'm like, it just felt like shit. And I'm doing it again. I'm so criticized. It's my worst thing. I self-criticize so much. And all night I didn't sleep. I kept seeing mum and dad's face. And I just kept seeing a disappointing face. I kept seeing a sad face that mum was just telling Elliot, please look after him. I want him to know that I'm okay. We're good here. We're good. We're living a luxury life. But I
Yeah.
let them down.
No, they know, bro. They know. Just they know we have anger issues. They don't understand the root cause of it. That's the thing. That's I'm a guy who doesn't really talk about things, keep it locked up. You're a guy who self-critics yourself. At is different. Same thing with Ash. We're all different, bro. We're all different. We do things in different ways, I suppose. I think that's the hardest part of it. And we're trying. I think the thing is, some people like it's hard enough, but we're trying. We're trying, and I think that's where it's hard. We're always going to be self-critical, though. But it's like, how far do you take it? I think I've become more self-critical since I've become a dad because I want to be able for them to be able to speak to me, and Dad went through a different path. He's more open now than he was 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So he understands, he knows. I even said it on like when I dropped him off. It was like, hostorsos, like you must be super tired because you're working as well. And I was like, it's fine. Like, we had it sorted out. We're gonna do it. It's not like we're not gonna do it. Jump on the Elizabeth line, man. Do it. You know what I mean? We're gonna do it anyway. I suppose that's what he's taught us is to keep showing up. It's all
What
we
we
can do,
do.
bro.
That's what we
What we
can. I
do.
mean,
But I think
that's
that's
the
where
one
we.
thing we're good at. One
That's
thing we're good at, we can show up. But the one thing that we're not good at is when we get overwhelmed. When
yeah.
it gets to a point, and there's a balance between that being overwhelmed and talking, say, oh, I'm overwhelmed, and just pushing through, and then just exploding. And that's exactly what
That's
happened to me.
no, exactly. Oh Allah, give us, give
I mean,
us, give us, Shiva, give
Dad
us,
said the
Shiva.
same thing, man. Like Hostoso, mum was saying Hostoso. I'm like, nah, it's cool. I want to show you around. I want to.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was for me. It was just got too overwhelming, and you got to remember as well. I'm out of routine, right? Because I'm on vacation mode with mum and dad. So it's all the
Hmm.
things that I kind of would do to kind of calm me down, kind of like gym,
Hmm.
diet, healthiness, all that sort of stuff was almost out the window as well. I was doing a little bit here and there, but I wasn't really, doing it and stuff. So there wasn't nothing, and I wasn't really spending time with Elia and having to catch up with her and talking to her and saying, "Look, how I'm feeling. I'm feeling mad, feeling overwhelmed." None of that was happening. It was just go, 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 go. But man, I'll do anything, obviously, for mum and dad. I'll do anything for the family, for Elia, for you guys. That's the whole thing, man. We'll do anything, right?
I
It's
know, I know, I
just
know. But
the one
then
thing
we
I don't
need
know how
to
to do is,
uh,
guys, I'm tired. Please, please. I don't know
leave
how
me
to do
alone. Yeah,
that until it's too
yeah, yeah.
late.
So
Until
it's
it's
too
too late,
late.
and
Yeah,
then I say and do
you
shit
just
that I
crash.
regret.
Yeah, yeah, you crash, you crash. I did. I think we all got that in common, though. I think we all got that in common because we overexert exert ourselves and then come to a point where it's like shit, I'm losing, and then either the explosion, you cry, or something. Can't even remember what happened to me, to be honest. But then I lashed out on two people that didn't really. Well, constructive feedback is always good, but not in that way, and that's where I feel like I fail. Because usually I'm a friendly guy, man. You know, if you're doing something wrong, I ain't gonna say that, man. You just do your thing, innit? But we got work to do together, bro. Like, please help me out here. I'm dying already because I'm doing so much. You know what I mean? But it's like, what? How do you slow down? How do you take that away? Like, people always ask, how do you keep so consistent? It's because I want to get the job done. But then I realize, you know what? I'm hurting myself in the process of doing this as well. It is getting busy, bro. Mentally, it's becoming a strain as well. So it's like, how as much as I feel like we're doing not as much as we did last year, I still feel like it's fucking busy, bro. It's been full on, absolutely full on. But
No,
our lives have
I
got busy
agree.
as well. Our
That's the
lives have
part
got,
that we don't accept. You know what I mean? Our bandwidth based on life
yeah.
as we grow older, as things change and whatnot, has become tighter. You know, our bandwidth has become tighter, but we got the same limit of capacity, right, of time and bandwidth and energy and whatnot. But we're not deleting stuff to make space for the new stuff. We're like, oh no, no, I could still do this as well as all the new stuff. And you just, you're not giving enough stuff, enough bandwidth in the day and mental bandwidth and all that sort of stuff. Like, just talking to a friend the other day about training. Now, on training, I have calmed down a little bit. I'm like, bro, I still can't accept the fact that I'm not on the mat every day. I used to be on the mat just 3, 4 years ago before I met Elia, to be honest, when I was single. I was on the mat 6 days a week, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, 6 days a week. Now, 2, 3 times, and I still cannot accept that my life has changed. This is my point. My life
Hmm.
has changed.
That's
I and I'm like, why, G? Why are you not on the mat? And then the other side's like, well, you're married, G. You're married now. You got to make time for Elia now. You live hours away from the gym now. Like everything's different. You know what I mean? Like I used to just get up and go at 11 o'clock on a Thursday to be an MMA class. I'm young and single. I could do whatever I want. Now I can't do that. I got Elia here. I got my wife. I got to look after her. I got to make time for her. I got to make sure she gets out the house. You know what I'm trying to say? And all that sort of stuff. Spend time with her. I still can't. That's what I'm saying. I still can't even accept that, let alone all the other stuff that's I'm trying to manage in life and everything as well. But I've made a new thing. I mean, I'm gonna try. Listen, I'm gonna go back to therapy as well. I did therapy before. Again, it's easy for. I mean, look, therapy is like gym. Like you have to do it. Consistency is
mm.
key. I get that. So I stopped. I need to get back into it. But I'm gonna do something right now from today. Because like after yesterday night, I can't believe I let everyone down. I'm gonna do like a like Hulk days of not getting angry. I'm gonna count it and mark it on the wall or whatever. Days of not getting angry, and so I'm also gonna try and try and be aware of my language, man. No F words, no bad language. I'm
Yeah,
looking
same
something
here,
down,
bro. Same
and if I
here.
lose, come and cross it out. But I need to count the days, and I want to show Ellie, I want to show mum and dad. Look, I've gone. It's almost like being sober for 400 days sober. I need to control this anger, man. I need to control it. So I'm going to write it down like days of anger, swear words, and self-criticism. And I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to put a board up and challenge myself. I'm like, you need to go a day. You need to go 2 days. You need to go 7 days. You need to go a month. You need to go 6 months. I need to do that without all of those things. And I'm going to challenge, but and then I'm going to get back into therapy as well. But it's tough, man. It's so tough, man. It is, and I can't let other people. And that's the other thing as well, like the road rage and stuff that I have. Just letting other people take control of my emotions.
Yeah, 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 exactly. I think that's like an important part to it as well. Is letting why are you letting? This is their life. Whatever they do, let them do it. You know what I mean? And that's how the thing is, I have to see it that way. If they're looking to seek guidance or ask for something, then I would say, all right, here's what I think. But I'm not gonna. I feel like, why do I feel like that for everybody? Why do I feel like I have to protect everybody for? Why have I got this superhero complex of trying to protect everybody? I can't.
It's in our
You can't
nature, man. I
save
mean,
everybody.
I know, but that's the value. This is a perfect example of why we always like say I can relate to Captain America, right? And when we talk about DEI and all that bullshit, but when I say that because he's, he looks like the way he is, but it's his principles as a human being. He will do whatever he can to help anyone, and that's what we like in a character like that. Right? He's an
Mm.
honorable human being and wants to just help anyone. And if he sees something wrong, there's no way he can turn his eye to it. And it's exactly how we what are and how we kind of inspire to be and stuff like that. Right? But that's
Yeah.
hard. We're not, I mean, it's good to have that mind frame. It's just that balance, man. You can't help everyone, but also putting that pressure on yourself on trying to help everyone.
Mm.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
like you,
No, it
man. I want
is.
to be the nicest guy in the world, man, but sometimes I turn bad, man. And the thing is, I turn bad mostly on myself, and and my loved ones. I don't turn bad on my loved ones, but they see me turn bad. And that's what's disappointing, man. Like, that's what's
Shit,
disappointing,
man.
man. Elia's like the best thing that's happened to me. And mum loves her to bits. Mum knows that, any other girl would left me. I'm saying straight. Any other girl would have left me. Straight up. I don't give a fuck. No other girl could handle me, and especially when I go Hulk. She's my Betty. You know what I'm saying? Like, where Betty's the one that calms him down. Literally, because no other other girl on the planet can can would be here still. She's still here by my side. Can't let her
Mm.
down no more, man. I can't let her down no more. And I gotta use that as motivation, man. I don't have kids yet, but inshallah we want to have kids. And I mean, I need to be better for my unborn kids. I'm saying I need to be better for mum and dad. I need to be better for Elliot. And I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna challenge myself. I have to. No more of this bullshit, man. It's gotta stop. It's got to stop. I have to. I can take. Listen, man. This is the challenging part, right? The challenging part is controlling the natural emotion that comes out, right? Which is
Mm.
anger. In those situations, anger is a natural emotion to come out, and that's what's the
That's right.
challenging part because you're challenging that emotion. You're literally trying to challenge that emotion, which is a natural emotion that comes out in those sort of situations. And that's why it's so hard. And that's why it's difficult because it's not natural. I wish my natural emotions was to be like, it's okay, no worries, peace and love. That's not, for me as an individual, unfortunately, that's not my natural emotion to come out when something goes wrong. It's the anger. Right. And
Mm.
that's so challenging to challenge that. But because in general things, you can try to challenge your emotions and be like, cool. But when you go past a limit, that natural emotion of anger, for me personally, comes out, overtakes everything. And anger, you say stupid shit, you do stupid shit, it fucking takes over so much, right? But to control that is the challenging part. That's the hard part. And that's the part we need to work on. And that's what makes you stronger. If you can control that emotion, if you can literally control that emotion to not feel something or just to kind of hold it in or whatever. That's so hard to do. And that's the challenge I'm on. That's the journey I'm on for my whole life, bro. You see me go crazy from day dot to now. Now I've calmed down a bit, but I feel like I've got worse. I do feel like I've got worse. I feel like I've calmed down a bit and then I got worse for a bit, and now I feel like I thought I was getting a bit better, but I'm not. I'm still in this worst stage. And I need to challenge that emotion. I need to literally be in control of my emotions. And when that anger comes up, it's about, hey, no, calm down, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally.
No, listen, man. Listen. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Had to leave it there with a geeky quote from Yoda, Master Yoda. Yeah, man. Listen, that's the pain that it'll bring to us. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. What hating yourself and that sort of negative anger and vibe can bring because it can destroy everything around us, bro. And as you said, You don't want to hurt your loved ones around you, but look what Anakin did, bro. Segueing into, was it 25th anniversary of
I love,
Revenge of
but
the Sith?
I have to pick you up on this, man. I think the word segue, bro. You always say segue. I listened to your interview, your podcast.
Oh shit, yes.
I believe the word is segue. Every time I hear you speak
Segway,
to people
sorry.
in the geek out session, you're always like segue. I'm like, man, it's segue. God damn it.
Segway, sorry, Segway.
Listen, man, well, let's segue into it. But the truth is, man, your
Segway, no shit,
family,
Segway. Yeah,
mom and dad, Ash's family, my family, Artia, like you guys are my world. And I'm saying I'll do
yeah.
anything for you lot. Like, of course, we have our own families and all that sort of stuff, but I'll do anything for you lot. So that's what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna try and be better for you lot. I'm gonna get better for you lot. I'm gonna stop this bullshit of what I do for you lot. So as you lot are my motivation, the kids are my motivation, my future kids are my motivation, all of you lot are my motivation. So anyway, I'm gonna be better. But let's segue, bro,
Segway,
into
Segway, Segway. Is it
into
Segway?
the
Segway. You
it's
know me, bro.
segue,
My
bro.
dyslexic. I can't even say dyslexic properly.
Dyslexic.
Dyslexic ass, bro. Let's segue into the next section.
Into it. Well, look, we're going to get into the Star Wars stuff because I think that's the main bulk of the stuff we need to discuss. But we have been on some adventures, man. The Brothers Geek Out team has been on some global adventures, man. So, first things first, Thunderbolts came out. Marvel's Thunderbolts has come out. It's getting great reviews and whatnot. You had the experience to go to the actual premiere, red carpet
Yeah.
event. Yesterday, Atia, she's in town. She went to the Dubai screening. I wasn't able to because I had to go drop mom and dad off. And then Ash at the same time went to the UK screening of that, man. Look, man, I'm planning to watch it tomorrow. I am actually excited about it. I've hearing good things about it. I'm genuinely excited about this movie. I just feel like just bringing back these villains, what these anti-heroes and whatnot together. The trailers, I stopped watching the trailers, but I'm getting a good vibe from this. You said it was great. No spoilers or anything. Atia said it was great. Ash said it was fun as well. We could do a
What
review
I
about
would
it for
say
the
is
review
don't
next
watch
week.
Marvel trailers. Full stop.
Yeah, I'm not watching no trailers. I literally skip past them. Right. But
So
anyway,
this is
how was
it
the
was
red
great
carpet?
for me
Yeah, how was the
was
red
that
carpet
because we
event and how
skipped
was
that.
the non-spoiler movie? Yeah.
So yeah, don't watch trailers no more, guys. Watch the first trailer, get you excited and hyped. Don't watch the second trailer. So, uh, shout out to Geek House Show for the invite again. Mate, let me be his plus one. Bless him. Uh, it was a great event, bro, man. Really good. Walking the carpet is still like a pinch me moment. Still, like people will class us as influencers or whatever. I'm still that kid from Tottenham that's walking this red carpet, yellow carpet because it's Thunderbolts. Uh, great event, great. It was just, I haven't wore a shirt and tie in ages, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do a shirt and tie today. I still have my Kibs look, but I'm gonna wear a shirt and tie today. But I made a mistake, bro. It was so hot, bro. I was losing. Uh, I would have been all right with my t-shirt and hoodie. But great event, great to see everybody there. There was loads of people in the crowd. You had the cosplayers like Captain Tempest, Ready Player One, uh, a couple of other people that were there that I know through the cosplay and the comic book community that was there. Shout outs to Hassan again from Geek House Show for inviting us. It's a really cool red carpet. And then it was, as you know, they're quick, bro. They don't want you staying on the red carpet too long because they know as influencers with the 500 plus thousand followers want to get a photo with the main cast and stuff like that. They just wanted us in the building one straight up. But shout out to Disney though for putting on such an amazing event as well. The cast came through, the director Kevin Feige was. That's when I geeked out.
Wow.
For
Yeah.
me, it was like Kevin fucking Feige is up in the fucking room, man. This
Because he's
guy,
a legend. He's a legend now, but bro, 30 years from now, for example, he's gonna be like not I don't want to compare it because Stan Lee's another level, but I'm just saying a Stan Lee, you're gonna be like, oh my god, that's a legend. And
yeah, yeah,
he's a
yeah. And
legend,
when it
but
comes
you
to
saw it.
producers, yes, for
Mm.
producers to have their face front up, up front. Like, here's a producer that's like, he's been doing it since Spider-Man and X-Men, bro. Like, all the way from the early 2000s. This guy has been breaking it down. So for me, it was really uh, actually a proper proper geek out moment for me because it's not that. We sat in the same cinema as Pedro Pascal and Simu Liu and David Harbour.
Yeah.
You know, half the
Yeah.
cast still there sitting in the cinema with us. I'm like, what? Why didn't they put me on that side, man, so I can sit next to these guys?
Let
Oh,
me touch. Let me touch your
yeah,
hair. Any one of
exactly,
those.
man. Pedro, excuse me. Exactly. Like, you know, it's a great experience to have somebody, you know, like I remember, like, I mean, going to like Black Adam, you know, I had not Black Adam, Aquaman, I had like Dolph Lundgren sitting behind me. You know what I mean? A couple of
Legend.
rows behind me. You had, you know, Black Adam, I had Pierce Brosnan and his mum sitting a couple of rows behind me. You're like, wow, they're watching a movie with us, which is amazing. They get to see that crowd experience. Now, my experience of the movie with the MCU currently at the state it's in at the moment now, ooh, it's in a weird place. But holy shit, bro, this movie is good. Like good. Like gave me it gave me those vibes from Phase One, and I'm like, fucking hell, like
Mm.
really good. Because and think about it, each and every one of those characters are interesting characters that didn't get much of. You know, they've been side characters.
Except Bucky, I guess. Well, no, no. Bucky's always been a side. Yeah, he has
No,
actually.
yeah,
I mean,
Bucky's been a side character, bro.
well involved, but a side character. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a side character. So to have, you know, to see these guys grow, to see these guys, you know, come together and the way they've done it, and then they, you know, what they're going to introduce to the MCU is insane, bro. Like it
Oh
felt
my
like
God,
Marvel
this
had like a larger
did
scale to
it.
things.
Did it open? That's what I'm saying. It sounds like it opened up the MCU a little bit, right, to something more. I mean, don't. I'm looking forward to watching it tomorrow. Genuinely am because
No. You
I'm.
know what? To be honest, it's not that. It's the threat level. You have a character like that. What do you do? Like, how is it going to work out? How is it going to be like? I don't know. It just needs to be attention grabbing. I think the director that they've picked and the writer of the story is very good. Look, listen, it's not a 10 out of 10 movie. It's not a 10 out of 10 movie. You know, I gave it a solid 7, but very good return for MCU like that. That they've used the same formula, but they've added some secret sauce to it and did something different. And it was like very interesting to see. Because now you make me, if you can make me like these characters, Bucky, I already like all the rest of them. They've been enemies, baddies, and they were, you know, some of them were basic in those other movies. So you've made me feel for them. Brilliant. That's great. I mean, David
And
Harbour, to be honest, he was wicked from the first move, that Black Widow movie anyway.
yeah, he was.
He's
Yeah,
he's he's wicked in this. He's actually really good, bro. Really good. And then we had the also I will leave that as the movie. We'll do a review once Gilman's seen it.
yeah. We'll do.
Uh,
Yeah, full on review next week. Spoilers and all that shit.
excuse me. And then we did the red limo service, the Red Guardian limo service, which was a nice tour around London. Shout outs again to Marvel and Disney for doing that
Oh, it
again.
actually drove around then. I thought you just get in the car.
Yeah, no, man, they got us in the car. They drove around London, gave us a bit of stories. Uh, got to meet Andrew and Connor, who are from Ireland. Uh, very cool guys. Massive shout outs to you guys as well. It's great to meet you guys and geek out as well. Hassan, again, thanks again for the invite. We went around London in this limo, which is absolutely hilarious. It's got like, you know, and then we got the same day we got to see Bucky's bike as well. So I was like, man, these are movie props. This is sick. Like, I'm all about props, bro. Like seeing it there live and the rest of it was really good. I haven't shared many photos of Bucky's bike yet, but to be honest, I'll share them later on. I need to, I'm gonna restructure things on our social so you guys get to see as much as you know. I want to put more up on there, but sometimes you feel like you put too much and you just lose the audience. And I know we've got like 10 people that genuinely love the stuff. Uh, I want to get other people more engaged, so I'm gonna do a little strategy on how we do the podcast page. But yeah, we did that, and we did. Yeah, okay, we'll go on to Sinners and stuff like that later on.
Yeah, I
But
mean that's
uh,
next on the list. But yeah, Ash and Atia done the.
we
It's
did.
amazing.
Yeah.
The Brothers Geek Out is global, man. It is amazing. Like
Yeah.
what? I don't have to explain it, but just to know like Atia and Ash went at the same day, I was blowing. But I wanted to go, but you know I had to drop off mum and dad. Priorities first, right? Mum and dad.
Yeah.
But just for them to be there. Atia, she does an amazing job in London with all the horror content and the fact that she was able to go out there. She met the individual. I've got to give her a shout out, man. She's awesome. And what's her name? Ishleen. Like
Yeah.
shout outs to her for inviting us, being cool with us. You know, she's already said, we'll see you at the next one. And when I actually got a chance to meet her, which
Yeah.
is great. And I took some great content pictures in the Dubai one. And Ash had a great time in the UK one. You know, that's our base. UK is our base, and it's great that we got invited to this one because. Also, I was a bit shocked that they showed you the whole movie. Generally, on the red carpet, they didn't show you the whole movie last time by the Captain America one. But
Well,
this
that
one, they
wasn't a
showed
red carpet. That was like more of an influencer uh, like I don't know, a fan event, like
Oh,
what they did. So
I
like what
see.
they did with
Okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine, and then because I don't know, I feel like the 30 minutes thing. I feel like there's a little thing behind it because like with Captain America when they did that, I was like, they didn't even show me 30 minutes, like 20 minutes of the film. It was all over the place, and then I was like, what are they doing here exactly? I feel like some like when they market films, they know what's going to work, what's not going to work. The marketing on this has been insane. So I've got to say, like they knew they've got something good in the bag there and then.
Mm.
And a lot of people, it's going to be 50-50, bro. Again, it's the movie world we're in at the moment now. You're either going to like it or you're not going to like it, or you're going to be in between. Uh, it's difficult now, I feel like, because it's an oversaturated market, bro. Everybody is a critic now. Forget fans. We all critics. I think we have to accept that as well. We all critics in some sort of way. Uh, but I don't want to shit on people's work. And I don't think we've ever done that. We've always praised people for putting this hard work out there. So just some things work and some things don't work. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. Yeah, it was good, man. It's great to see the team grow. It's great to see even Idris, bro. To hear Idris's quote on
Come
Minecraft
on.
marketing, oh, come on,
Come
bro. Like,
on.
now it
Oh,
makes me want to watch it because I know I'll enjoy it because my nephew enjoyed it. If my nephew enjoyed it and found fun and joy out of it, then I'm going to enjoy it because I think that's what I think you truly need to see from when you see people's artwork and stuff like that is that somebody really enjoyed that. So why wouldn't
it's
I enjoy it?
nice. And it's nice to see it from a kid's perspective because a kid watching any movie, especially a movie like that, would never say, "Oh, that wasn't good because he should have done this and that direction should have been." No, he's just there enjoying it and his first reactions and his initial reactions. And it's always going to be like, "I loved it. Hello, so cool." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I think we need to go back to that sometimes. Just watch it. As Anthony Mackie said it, just enjoy cinema. Just enjoy it.
yeah,
Right?
enjoy
And
it.
it's
Yeah,
like, but that's another epic thing, Idris's quote went global for that. And then the first Marvel quote that was used from the Brothers Geek Out,
what was
which was
Geek Out? Yeah,
insane. But I mean, to be on, I mean, we spoke about this because you on the Batman one and the
mm.
poster and all that sort of stuff. And there was Aquaman and what. This was our first Marvel with promotion or whatever, you know what I mean? Where you got the trailer and it says insane from the Brothers Geek Out. I mean, come on. I mean, I was telling my missus yesterday, I was like, I love this shit. I love this shit. Like people might, I don't know what people think, and I don't really care. But people might be like, "Fuck, you're not doing this podcast. You don't get that many views. You don't get this and that. You're trying to do this podcast." I'm like, I love this shit, and look what it's
yeah.
grown to, man. We're on fucking Marvel's radar. You know what I mean? Like, not in a big way, but just like, oh,
Yeah.
these are fans and whatnot. And we are fans, like, you know what I mean? And we're on their radar, man. Our comment is all going to be there forever. You know what I mean? And that's legacy, as we said, and that's Marvel. You know, we've done a lot. We're gonna do more, inshallah. But Marvel and Disney was a big one that we were trying to crack for ages, right? And at one point, I thought we lost everything because we were shadow banned for so long, and then we keep doing what we're doing. This is the thing, man. I heard you speaking to Translucent, and that was a good episode, guys. Check that out if you haven't. And you were just telling him about
Translucent, not
Grizzlies.
translucent.
Sorry, my bad, man. That's
Yeah,
from the boys, the superhero from the
yeah,
boys.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Grizzlies.
yeah.
Right, so, and I just heard you talking to him about consistency. Me and G have been doing this for 8-9 years. We made so many mistakes. We won another channel. Shit wasn't working out. We got no screenings. Blah 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 blah. But we were consistent. we were consistent and we learned and we changed and we adapted and we're still doing that now. We were consistent. Some people might grow within a year. Cool, good. We did not give up after a year or two or three. And when we finally made it, we got shadow banned. And that didn't stop us still. And we still carried on
Yeah.
and we're still going to carry on. And that's the difference. Some people, they might get shadow banned or they don't get the views and they stop. Ah, it ain't working, blah, blah, blah. Some people grow immediately, think they're the shit, which is good that they grow and whatnot. But if shit doesn't work, now there's an expectation. And if it doesn't work out, they give up. Man, regardless of our growth and our drops and our growths and our drops, we're going to keep doing. I love this shit, and I really do. I really do. And that's epic. Screenings were epics. The premiere's epic. But yeah, no, that's epic. Legacy, man. Let's move on to the next premiere that you went to. And I need to watch this movie because it gets so much freaking praise out there. Sinners, man. I need to watch it. I haven't had a chance. Tell me about your Sinners red carpet experience and the movie. Non-spoiler.
Brothers love. It's a brothers love, bro.
Brothers love. Oh, my guy. We fought, bro.
Delroy Linden, man. Delroy Linden,
go.
bro. What a guy. Listen, man, great. It was, Sinner's red carpet was awesome. Again, shout outs to Geek House. I was his cameraman on that day while he did the interviews. They didn't give us actually the premiere to watch that. We got the screening later, which Atia went to, which she covered. But we had Delroy Linton, we had Miles, we had the producer, we had a couple of people that we spoke to on the movie as well. It was a really great event, man. It was just vibey, bro. And everybody had this great aura about them. I saw Michael B. Jordan walk past. We didn't get the interview for that. And I was like, man, that guy, man, look at this, man. Specimen of a man. And then Ryan Coogler walked past, and I was like, oh, man, I wish we got that interview because he sounds like a cool guy. Like, I know if I was to get the opportunity to geek out with him, we would have a absolute blast, bro. That is one guy I would love to not even interview, just have a conversation with you, bro, because I feel like you'll be down to earth. You tell me straight up. He seems like a cool guy, bro. And look at all of his movies he's done so far, bro. Absolutely amazing. Bro, so Ati saw it. She said it's a good film. I saw it the other day. I had to sneak out, had to have a game by myself, IMAX party. First time I paid for a ticket in probably 2 or 3 years since I cancelled my Cineworld card. Bro, the movie's fucking amazing. It is. Bro, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. I am hearing amazing reviews from this, like from people like you and us and our crew and just general people to celebrities. Everyone just play. I need to watch it. I haven't. Mom and dad are gone now. Tia's still here. Maybe in the next week or two, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna catch it.
Bro,
Ash even said it was awesome.
An experience. For me, probably one of the best films we've had in the past decade. It's best film of 2025, hands down. I know we've got some big movies coming out this year, but hands down, that movie is amazing. Now, if you can make me feel like that, I'm gonna look at the screen. If you can make me feel like that watching a movie, then they have somebody great doing the work, bro. The soundtrack, the cinematography, the story, the vibes, the acting. Like, how can you get all five of them? Like, it's a roller coaster of a movie, bro. And it's so unusual, bro. It's such an when I saw that first trailer, I was like, this movie's gonna be big. I didn't watch any more trailers after that. But the premise that this movie gives to me just brought back like the best of filmmaking from when we were teenagers, when we were that era of, best movie magic, physical props, visuals. Oh, bro, it's such a trip, bro. I was listening to the soundtrack on the way back, and I was like, how have you made me fall in love with the blues and old folk music to this extent, bro? To make me feel like, oh my God, this soundtrack, like it gave me lost. It's country blues music, but it gave me still Last Samurai vibes, and I'm like, my God, this is good. Like Ludwig, who did the soundtrack, who's a producer on the movie as well. They did deep dive into music, bro. Like this is more. What do you know so far about the film?
Nothing. Honestly, nothing. I haven't even. I saw the first trailer and then I forgot about it, and I didn't watch any other trailers. And I've seen nothing. I don't know anything.
So
All I
you
know is
so
some kind of old school vampire movie. That's all I know. I, I don't even know if
okay.
that's right. I don't even know if that's right. So I'm literally out of the blue, and I just completely don't want to know. I'm happy because I just want to. I just want to watch it. So don't say nothing. Don't give me no vibes on it. When we watch it, we'll do a review because I feel like this movie would deserve a review, right? Just based on reactions. It might be late, but it doesn't
100%.
matter. I don't give a shit about
100%.
being late. We'll do it right.
Well, it doesn't matter. I was late as well, bro. Look, as I said, the timing and doing everything is very difficult, bro. It's not easy. And for me to find even 2.5 hours time to do that was hard, you know.
I feel like based on what I'm hearing and just Ryan Coogler, he's like one of the greats right now. Like he always
Excuse me.
he's one of them and he's growing to be one of the greats. You know what I mean? Like one day, and he's working on his legacy now and his catalog right now. But one day he's gonna be, there with like the Scorseses and stuff like that. You know what I mean? When you say, oh, one of the
You know
greatest
what, bro?
directors
I
of all
think
time,
he
he's
is.
gonna be there. He's gonna be there for sure. I still think he's got work to do. Like meaning that he's young. He's I'm not saying he's breaking into the scene. He's been doing it for a while, but just his catalog of movies, especially recent ones. One day when you look back and you talk about cinema history, in this day and age, it's gonna be Ryan Coogler. It's gonna be who's the guy that done Inception? Why have I gone blank?
Christopher Nolan.
No, those guys. It's gonna be this era of movies was these guys: Ryan Coogler, Christopher Nolan. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
I'm so
100%
looking
agree.
forward
I
to it.
feel go watch it, bro. Go watch it. When you get the chance, go watch it. Try and avoid anything that's coming out at the moment. I think that's a great thing I've been enjoying, and I want to let you listeners and people that watch this, you don't need to jump on a trend, watch things early, the next day, the same day. Life is busy. Uh, look after yourself. Go watch it when you guys get the chance. You don't need to be the
Mm,
first one to jump on reviews or all of that. People who are wanting to get into this industry, you don't have to be the first one to put it out there. We are proof of that now because I think this
yeah,
year we've done it much better, where we've taken our time, we've analyzed it better, and we've put weeks after, months after sometimes.
yeah.
So,
I
uh,
was because I was thinking about this, like Thunderbolts, and I'm like, oh, Kibbs, I'm going to try and watch it tomorrow, and then maybe we could do the review. And I said, you know what? Let it sink for a week because perfect example. I mean, look, this is first of all, Denzel said it best a while ago to a journalist. He's like, you want to be first or you want to be right. Problem is, you want to be first, but you're not concerned about being right. I paraphrase what he said, but it's so true, right? And that's what I've taken away. Like, I don't want to be first. I just want to be right, right? And
mm,
then my perfect example is like Joker 2. If you ask me immediately, oh, gee, what do you think of the movie? My initial reaction, as soon as I came to cinema, would have been like, yeah, it wasn't bad, It wasn't bad. There was these things, and I appreciate that. You give me a week to sink in, I would have been like, cool, this is the stuff that I did like. But I'm never watching this movie ever again, right? And I talked about all the negative stuff that I didn't enjoy, right? But that would have been a week later, 2 weeks later. If you asked me immediately, I would have been like, yeah, bro, the film's awesome, right? And I'm not saying, I don't want to say nothing negative, but the point is, same with
no,
Thunderbolts
yeah,
and Sinners. I want it to have a week or two for me to sit back and be like, oh, actually, it was good. Or you know what? I wasn't really feeling that. But you know what I mean? Like really being objective about my review, our reviews basically on what we do. So
no. Listen,
come
100%. We got to do one for sinners, definitely, without a doubt. I'm catching that again. Uh, I was blown away, bro. Like I haven't seen a movie like that in years. The fact that you've in made me invest in this world is that crazy? Like
mm,
like we did what we did with the MCU, he did the same thing with this, and it's like, okay, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. No, let alone the acting and the visuals. You got me in with the music, bro. And he bought so bro. Just watch it and we'll talk.
I
Let's
can't
move
wait.
on.
I can't wait.
Next, let's
Well,
move
I'm
on.
glad you had that opportunity, man. So those were the screenings and premieres and stuff for the recent times. Let's move on to news, like breaking news and all that sort of stuff. So look, we were talking about trailers earlier on. Fantastic Four trailer did come out. Now I did watch it. They showed a more better visual of our Silver Surfer. Or in
Yep.
this one. I can't remember her name. I think I got it here. One second. This is where I lose. All right. what's her name? Julia Gardner, plays Shala Bal, Silver Surfer. I hope I said that name
Oh,
right.
right. Okay.
Yeah. Now, that's our glimpse of the Silver Surfer in this universe. Now, because we have to remember this is based in the 60s or whatnot. There's a
Yeah.
lot of course, there's a lot of things back and forth. I initially saw that and I was like, man, I did prefer the Silver Surfer we got in the Fantastic Four that came out a couple of years ago. Just the look and feel. But when I sat down and think about it, I was like, you know what? Your job now, Marvel or Fantastic Four crew and director, is to make this my Silver Surfer. If you're gonna do this,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
change
yeah.
it around. And when I say change it, there was female Silver Surfers in the comics. I'm not saying they added it new, and it's comic book accurate
It's
and
comic book
whatnot.
accurate, yeah.
This could be our Silver Surfer in this universe, right? Whatever
Yeah.
that universe is, right? I'm assuming this Fantastic Four. I'm assuming that they're in a different universe. They're going to join the MCU universe, whatever. That could be also. I'm cool with that, and we could totally get the Silver Surfer that we're used to in our universe. We don't know. My thing when I initially saw that, I was like, cool. I do prefer what I saw before. However, I'm gonna give you a chance, and this is your job to make me love this character, this Silver Surfer. Honestly, it is, and I'm not trying to put. It's almost. I mean, when I say that, I mean they don't have to give. Actually, I think they should give a shit. I'm trying to find the right words, but it's like it's your job to make me love this character. And if I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if I come out of this movie and say that's my Silver Surfer, I love it, I love her. Done. You good job done. But if it's not, I'm just gonna like, I don't know. It's just gonna put me off or whatnot. However, I'm not picking. I'm not picking. I'm no expert in the shit. CGI and the structure looked a bit off. Like there was a presence with the other Silver Surfer. I'm not. There was a presence, right? Even though CGI was basic back then, this one just didn't have a presence. It just felt like it literally felt like looked like a woman. It looked like T1000. Is it T1000? The liquid metal just looked like that on a surfboard. But it just didn't feel like a cosmic being present. Trailer. This is a trailer. So I'm just saying. It's a trailer. I'm looking forward to the movie. I really am. But I don't know if you saw that trailer. I don't know if you had any thoughts about that Silver Surfer.
Did I do a reaction? I don't even know.
I don't think we did. We kind of gave up. I feel like we've given up on some trailer reactions, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we didn't do a trailer reaction. I'm actually surprised. Only reason why is because they spoil everything in the trailers. I don't want to watch them no more. Like I'm more interested in watching other movie trailers than that now. Uh, excuse me, guys. I saw the trailer. I'm gonna wait. You know what? I'm not gonna watch no more. Like as I said, I'm not gonna watch no more trailers from Marvel. Even the next Superman one, I don't want to watch it. I'm gonna wait till the film comes out because I feel like what I did with Thunderbolts and what I did with Sinners by not watching that second like trailer and all the other trailers that come out and TV spots, I've enjoyed the movie so much more better. Because the initial trailer doesn't show off too much, it's just the initial trailer. The second trailer goes into spoiler territories. And that's for any type of movie.
Mm.
And I've realized that now that yeah, I enjoyed it much better, bro. I enjoyed it so much better. That's just me anyway. You guys can watch trailers and the rest of it. But they're you can watch a Mission Impossible trailer, it's going to be action packed. I'm sure they're not going to give me everything away. I'm sure there's more to it. But I just feel like Marvel trailers just love dropping bare spoilers in there for no reason. Like what they did with Daphne, is it Daphne Kane? With Wolverine and Deadpool? Deadpool and Wolverine? Why you put in the trailer, man?
It all started
Why?
off with. I remember it all started off with the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness,
Yeah.
and on a TV spot, you spoil was it Professor X and Captain Britain or whatever. I was like, oh, that's terrible. That was the first one, and ever since then they just didn't learn from that. And on TV spots, you're gonna spoil these little things. Come on, man, get out of here, man. On a TV spot, get the fuck out of here. I agree.
Anyway,
I agree.
listen,
It's so good
I'll
not
continue.
watching.
I'm just gonna wait. I think we're old enough now, bro, and now we both in our 40s. I'm not watching no more trailers, and I'm not gonna put up too much excitement over it. I'm just gonna leave it. where it is.
I have to be honest,
And you know,
bro.
enjoy it for what it is.
Trailers in general, I don't have the enthusiasm to do reactions no more, Like if you notice, even other trailer reactions, forget the superhero world, like just general ones, like we saw Naked Gun recently, or just like which was a funny trailer, but I don't have the enthusiasm to do trailer reactions no more, to be honest. I have to be honest with you. I think it's a piece of content that I'm willing to just give up on.
Let it
Like
go.
when I say give up, yeah.
I'm gonna continue. I'll do the first trailers, and because they do good on our YouTube. That's why.
No, they do.
Yeah, on the YouTube they do the shorts. They do great. So I'll do some of them. I won't do all of them. I'll do
Yeah.
some of them.
I
But
say
on
that.
like on Instagram and stuff like that, the thing is, some of them work well, some of them don't. But it depends because I think we've come to a point now, and something that I wanted to touch base on social media because I had somebody ask me a question recently about consistency, but engagement and like people. Sorry to go off topic, but just to let you guys know, social media is a tool. You put your stuff out there, you're gonna get 1% that maybe like it. Doesn't matter about your following and all the rest of it. Why is nobody engaging with you? They're not seeing your shit, man. So don't worry about it. Put it out there in the world. Don't matter. Somebody's gonna notice it. The problem is, you guys are so stuck on views and likes and shares and all of this bullshit comments. And yes, you do need that sometimes to get the number. And some people will comment on some. Listen, we got friends that don't even like our shit. Do you know what I mean?
Or
It
watch our
doesn't
stuff.
cost anything.
Exactly. Yeah,
It doesn't cost
exactly.
anything. But don't let that bog you down to get work out there. Because if you truly believe in something, you'll do it anyway. You know what I mean? Like I love doing stuff I do for my personal page because it's creative. It keeps my creative juices flowing. I'm a creative guy. I like doing videos like that. I'm not doing it because I'm gonna get 10,000 likes on it. You must be joking. Who am I? I ain't nobody. I'm a guy. I'm a kid from Tottenham that loves comic books and movies. I ain't shit. I think no, I'm not. Not that I ain't shit. I know who I am. I know what I like. I think what you guys need to do is accept yourselves. You know, remember we were talking at the beginning of this? Acceptance, accepting things. Accept the fact that this fucking social media and this phone is a random shit. One person maybe like it, 100 people maybe like it. Don't let that stop you from creating. Because if you feel like your content means something to you, then you're making content because you like watching your page. I love looking at the Brothers Geek Out page because it's stuff that we love doing on one page. It's a memory book for the kids and the next generation and the rest of them. It's your reason. Made me snort there and shit, getting emotional. Uh, so like, uh, just do it for you, man. Honestly. Somebody asked why are we so consistent? It's because we don't give a shit about the likes and the comments and the rest of it. If somebody likes and comments, thank you so much. Honestly, it helps. Even the same thing with YouTube. You guys are subscribed, you guys are liking, whatever. Listen, as long as you're enjoying the content and it connects, then it's fine. Uh, one shout out before we move on to the next thing because I'm gonna forget and I'm on a roll right now. Is uh just to jump on a bit, going to be mental health, social media a little bit. I know we're going to move on to the next subject. Uh, I recently got attacked for my review of Thunderbolts, which is a reaction out cinema reaction. Got bare racist abuse and bare German slurs and all sorts of madness, bro. And a couple of Zionists jumping on me as well. Uh, bro, you keyboard warriors, man. You love wasting time. Anyway,
Wait. What was your review? Let me just hear what your review was to hear why, to see what kind of why would you get a response like that?
hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it.
I just want to hear it. Like, did you say something like "Free Palestine" or something? Like, hey,
Nah,
Thunderbolts is
man.
good. Free Palestine. Like, I'm trying to wonder why would people be giving you German racist slurs and
They
all that?
said what I found out was I've deleted a lot of it because I had to because there's a lot of hate, and I don't want people to come on my page to see hate. So it was they called me whatever they called me. It means to turn, meaning I turn to the Disney side or Marvel side, or they're paying me, bro. I wish they were paying me, man,
I
because
wish
I
they were
wouldn't be
paying
living in
us.
the way I was living. You know what I mean? But my initial thoughts. Hold on, my initial thoughts. Where are you? Where are you? So my first one, Marvel, you bastard, you bastard. Where are you? Uh, So the first one was Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts was insane. That's the one that Marvel used. The action hit hard, but the emotion hits harder. They really bought that special sauce. Don't miss this when it drops next week. The second one was Thunderbolts was something else. Action that slaps, but emotions. Excuse me, but the emotions, man, they hit even harder. It's got that special sauce that kind of sticks with you after the credits roll. Marvel really did do their thing on this one. Don't sleep on this. Go see it next week in cinemas. Anyway, I got bare abuse, bare deleting comments, and the rest of it. Some of it was horrendous, bro. Anyway, there's a guy named Lacto Intolerance. His name's Gaz. He follows us on TikTok. He goes, "Hi, mate. I hope you're keeping well. You're doing amazing and an inspiration to us all. To the many people that don't like that, to the many people that don't have integrity or resilience, you keep doing what you're doing. I feel lucky to know you and that I've spoken to you a few times on this page. Uh, sorry, he's broken this up. I've spoken to you a few times on this page and you've been very kind to me. At the beginning of the year, I was really ill and nearly didn't make it. They had to amputate half my foot and I'm still in recovery. Been in a wheelchair and on crutches has opened my eyes to the struggles they have. It's a sad world we live in, but then we have some amazing people like you and people that I've spoken to. And people that I've spoken to that has a balance out there. So thank you for what you guys do." This guy almost lost his life, and he's talking to me about inspiring him.
I mean,
This is why we do this shit.
this is
Look at this, man.
why
This is why we do
that's
this
what I'm
shit.
saying.
So
That means
name
more than
true.
anything. That's what I'm saying.
That means more than anything. So fuck likes, fuck comments. Uh, just do the right thing. You know, I respond to some of these people because I don't know what they're going through, and I even said it in a post. You know, listen, man. Thanks for the abuse, but I don't know what you're going through, but I hope you're okay because it is dark and people are struggling. I can't retaliate with hate. I'm not that type of person. Uh,
What
but have
would
integrity in the work that you do. Have
I've
integrity in
said
the
it.
work you do. Yeah.
Sorry. No, go on. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
Yeah, no, have integrity in the work that you do and believe in the work that you do because if it can touch one person, then you don't need to have 100 likes and 10,000, 100 billion views and the rest of it. What's that going to get you? What's that instant gratification, that instant validation that you're seeking is the wrong type because you get that one message from that one person. And we've had several messages like that. You already know that, G. People have come out of drug addiction. People have come out of alcoholism. People have come out to love pop culture again because of us. And I'm not saying we're anything amazing. I'm just saying people connected and reach out, and because of how we've been consistent in doing what we're doing, and that's what it's about. Consistent, be consistent, and put out stuff you love. I wouldn't be putting out this stuff if I didn't love it. To be honest, it's hard enough trying to do it. But I put it out there because I know it's going to connect to one person. If it connects to a person that almost he's lost half of his foot, bro. You know, he's disabled now. That's we're doing something, even if it connects with that one person. But yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, listen, with posts and stuff like that, I was talking to Ati about this yesterday.
mm,
You gotta post and ghost, right? Now you read that comment, which is amazing, right? And those ones, of course,
yeah,
if you see them, but you gotta post. I post and ghost. I don't give a shit about. I get so much
yeah,
abuse. I don't give a shit. And I see some of the positive ones, and I like them, whatnot. But that's my first thing. And the second thing was, consistency. I mean, bro, like I said about the gym, training, health, it's consistency and discipline will get us to where has got us to where we are today, right?
yeah, yeah,
And it's the same thing would work with podcasts, with everything. It's consistency and being disciplined to do it, which has got us to where we are today. Now, a lot of people, thing is though, bro, see that one comment, and we had a few of those before, which has always been like, that's amazing. That first one, I'll never forget that. And it was an individual saying, thank you for doing what you're doing, because I feel more comfortable, being excited about pop culture and all that. So you like made me come out of my shell and made me feel confident in myself. I'll never forget that. And ever since then, I was like, you know what? Like, it's not, I'm not saying to you, this is why we do it, but that is worth way more than all the views. And of course, you want all the views, but you know what the problem is? If we started off and in a year we shot up and got all the views in the world, which kind of did happen with the first channel, we would not even have recognized, acknowledged, or even had any thoughts about the positive comments that we got.
Outcomes. Yeah.
Because it would have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
like, we're getting loads of views, we're getting loads of comments, people blah blah blah, no need to respond, whatnot. But the fact that it's been hard for us, and when I mean hard, the consistent journey that we've gone through, when you do see one of those comments, you're like, oh man, this is a part of the legacy we talk about. We get invited to premiere screenings, awesome, that's amazing, that's part of the hard work. But this as well, we're not missing
That message, bro.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing.
It means everything. That message means everything. But yeah, let's continue. Sorry, went off topic, but just something to share. And Gru, if you're listening and watching, because I know you are, and the fact that you got your name is Gru, I'll always remember. What do you call it? What's it called again?
The minion, what's the
The Minions.
Despicable Me.
Despicable. The fact that your name's Gru and that we know somebody named Gru, that's amazing. Shout outs to you, man. Like, listen, I know you had a tough year, dude. And I can't even relate to you in any way or form. But thank you. All I can say is thank you. That's all I can say. So hopefully, you know what? I want people like that to come on to like the Geek Out shows and to talk about the journey and to talk about their hardships and how they battle through and how they continue to go through and what helps them push through. I want to do more episodes like that because I feel like we've had some recent ones recently, and with the one with Triz was quite heart to heart. It was really good, man. And I think Triz is a valuable character in the industry that we work in. You know what I mean? And it's not just it's a lot of hardship that comes with it. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy, but that message makes it worse. So shout outs to Guru. But yeah, let's continue, bro. Sorry, I just realized I was supposed to pick up Nia.
Yeah, what time you got to pick her up? We've got loads to go through.
Keep going, keep going.
All right, well, let's go through the news, man. It's been a big Star Wars week or two or whatnot. Loads of announcements from Star Wars. They had an event and whatnot. They made loads of announcements. So let's start off with Star Wars Darth Maul animated series ordered by Disney Plus. Sam Witwer returns to voice the villain. So we're getting a Darth Maul show, which should be an animated show, which should be awesome. I think he's one of the he was great as a what do you call it? Someone from the dark side. I can't remember what the crew's called.
Yeah,
Anyway,
definitely.
yeah, and his martial arts. I mean, listen, that episode one doesn't get stripes and whatnot, but the martial arts and the evolution of saber fights was absolutely amazing, and he was
Amazing.
absolutely
Yeah.
awesome. So looking forward to that to see where that journey takes us with that character. So, sticking on to Star Wars, Ryan Gosling and Sean Levy's Star Wars film is official, and the title is called Star Wars Starfighter. Set to be
Perfect.
released in May 2027. I with a title like Starfighter, bro, I'm thinking of like Star Fox and those video games that we played. Like, and obviously Star Wars and whatnot, but just by that kind of like more of a journey on him in space in his ship. I don't know, like that's what I'm thinking and whatnot. But these two teaming up together to give us a Star Wars movie. I mean, I think it's gonna be different. Sean Levy's got a great style of filmmaking. I know him mostly from, you know, like obviously Deadpool 3. But he's got like a bright, lively sort of way of making movies. And Ryan Gosling, actually, even though at one point I thought he was just that stern, boring sort of actor, which worked for Drive and stuff like that. He's actually very funny and charming. Like, and when I'm saying that, of course he is. And any females watching, they probably would want to punch me in the face or whatnot for saying, how could you not reckon? But when you watch other movies, actually a very charming, funny guy, but with this stern, boring almost look, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, that's going to be fun. I'm actually genuinely looking forward to this Star Wars movie just because of the two people involved in it. So, Starfighter, man, that's gonna be interesting. Lucasfilm reveals the Ninth Jedi series, a Star Wars celebration in Tokyo. So this is another one that's going to be released based on the what do you call it? The Star Wars Star Wars Vision series, which is like the animated series and whatnot. So Lucas leaders had made more surprise on the final day of the 3-day Star Wars celebration fan event in Tokyo. So this event was in Tokyo. The new batch
Yes,
of
yes.
a new batch of 9 Star Wars Vision shorts will debut on October 29th on Disney Plus, and also an upcoming long-form series of The Ninth Jedi, spin-off of an
Which
earlier
was sick.
Vision short from the writer-director Kenji Kamiyama. So,
Kamiya. Is another like something like sorry, I shouldn't say that. That's
Dragon Ball
deep.
Z. No, that's Dragon
Yeah,
Ball Z, man.
yeah,
Kamehameha.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so yeah, no, listen, man. Some great Star Wars content, opening up that universe to literally the universe, bro. Japan and all
Exactly.
that sort of
Yeah.
animation, all that stuff. So that's gonna be awesome.
No, I'm looking
Um,
forward to it, definitely. Bro, the animations, the Star Wars visions are amazing. Amazing.
yes,
So good. Yeah. I love them. And the samurai ones, give me more of that, man. I love that.
definitely, definitely. All right, moving on to Marvel stuff. Just a quick Marvel stuff, which we spoke about anyway. But Marvel and Toho International delivers a pop culture shattering showdown in new Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe comic event. So this July, the
Okay.
King of Monsters faces the combined might of the entire Marvel Universe in Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, a 5-part event by writer Gary Duggan and artist Javier Gawan. So a comic book series, a fun one, you know what I mean? Like a what if fun one sort of collaboration between Godzilla and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I know DC has done a few as well, so this is
Yeah.
Marvel's one to do, which is great. It's great that these universes can collaborate on a comic book level, and that's the beauty about comic books. You can really just expand the universe and the mind frame behind all of it. So that's going to be fun.
100%. 100%.
All right, moving on to some other stuff, bro. So Aladdin has an upcoming horror movie, which is similar to which is funny, which is similar to an old Simpsons episode. It's called the what's it called? The
Oh,
Paw.
yeah.
What's it called? Yeah. So Aladdin is now getting a horror. It's like an independent sort of indie
Okay, like
horror
they did with
version.
like Winnie the Pooh and all that stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, and Popeye and all that sort of stuff. The story is like similar to an old, but good Simpsons episode where Homer gets a magic hand and whatnot, and a palm, monkey palm or whatnot, and he makes wishes and stuff. So this movie is actually called, what is it called? I think it's called Monkey Palm or something.
All right.
Monkey's Paw.
Monkey's paw.
So interesting that they're doing these with these. I don't know how it works with Disney and the creators and whatnot. I'm sure they have to get their approvals and everything, but these horror ones don't really get much like promotion from Disney themselves.
Yeah, yeah,
Winnie
yeah.
the Pooh and Popeye's one or whatnot. They don't get really much promotion from the studios or the main source, but they're
They
out there. You
won't.
know what I
They
mean?
only using the IP.
That's it. So
Yeah, so
anyway,
that's why. Yeah.
I don't know. This should be interesting, but a funny sort of Aladdin little spin-off horror movie. All right. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon series in the works at Amazon from Jason Ning, Ron Moore, and Sony TV Studios. So listen, man, this was a very epic movie when it came out. Chow Yun-fat, I can't remember the rest or whatnot, but I don't know. Like I haven't seen this movie in ages, right? It's been a while. I remember there was some great, beautiful sort of cinematic like fight scenes and
Directed
cinematography.
by who's directed that? Ang Lee.
Was it Ang Lee? I think it might have been Ang Lee. Let's see. Prime
Yeah, I feel
Video,
like it is.
based on the Crane Iron book series. So it's based on a book series, but so Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, based on the Crane Iron Pentalog book series by Wang Dulu. So that's actually a book series. I had no idea. The drama comes
Okay.
from writer, executive producer Jason Ng, Lucifer, and he's done Lucifer and Brother Sun. Executive producer Ron Moore, who's done Outlander for All Mankind, and Sony Pictures Televisions were both under over deals.
All right.
Dragon follows Xing Lu and two cross-stars. Yeah, I think it was Ang Lee. Yes, I'm seeing his name here. Yeah. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon
Yeah,
was
yeah.
famously adapted by Ang Lee into it
Ang
was
Lee,
I
yeah.
know, yeah,
Thought
and
so.
it was an Oscar-winning movie. Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Listen, man, I haven't seen that movie in ages. Maybe this is something I would give a go. I was well into those type of movies back in the days, the Chinese sort of Chinese mythology sort of movies, and the wire work movies. I was well into that, but I was more into the
Yeah.
Jet Li Once Upon a Time in China type of work and stories and movies than I was into to this one. But it's something that possibly we can go back and revisit and watch. Um, all right, Last of Us. Last of Us season 3 ahead has been green lit ahead of season 2 premiere. So I'm a bit late. Season 2 has premiered, and my God, it's freaking good.
I haven't seen it.
Like,
I haven't seen it.
if you're like me and you've never played the games, shit, the shock value in this is ridiculous, bro. I'm not gonna spoil it,
Okay.
but damn, right? And Ashraf,
Okay.
who's played the games, who's just sitting back like, I know what you're feeling, bro. I went through this when I played the game, but he can sit back and be like, I know what's gonna happen. Absolutely brilliant. But they got a green lit for season 3.
Okay.
So the season 2 premiered on April 2nd. So I think 3 episodes are out by now. We just watched
All right.
third episode the other day. Absolutely amazing. Season 3, should be good. Ash is forcing me to like, gee, you've got to play the game. I just don't have the time, to be honest. But maybe in the future I'll get into it. But season 3 has been green lit, which is awesome. Pacific Rim
Nice.
TV
Okay.
series from legendary Eric Hessisser lands and Amazon for development. Sorry, messed up the name, but it's an
It's all
interesting
right.
name. Anyway, Pacific Rim, bro, man, that TV series. I mean, that might be pretty damn good, especially with Amazon money behind it, because those movies were kind of fun, man, especially the first one. And then the last one
Yeah.
looked like an anime, like Gundam Wing sort of anime. Now I know it was a bit extravagant, whatnot, but a series just developing on the stories and the kaijus and the development of the robots, whatever they're called, might be interesting, man. It might be fun. It might be an easy, fun like show to watch, man. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a new age Power Rangers type of thing. You know what I mean? Like with a bit more advancement. But yeah, bro, Pacific Rim TV series coming out soon.
All right. Cool. I'll have to check that out. Is that going to be anime?
No, it's a live
It's
action.
a live action. All right. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
The live action project, which Variety exclusively reported on 2024, is now in development at Prime Video. Yeah, so it's in development now. All
All
right.
right.
Devil May Cry. I haven't seen season 1, but renewed for season 2. So I need to watch
I need to
season
see
1
that as
because
well.
must be
Same.
good. Bro, that video game, I remember, I would have to say it was definitely sort of revolutionary, man. Just the way the gameplay is, the way he uses the double gun and mixing it in with the sword, and the story of him just being like a devil hunter and whatnot. What was his name? Dante. Pretty cool
Hmm.
character, I have to be honest. I did lose stop playing the games after a while, but I do need to watch the anime because I feel like it's going to be good. So I need to watch it. But season 2 has been given the go ahead. It's been renewed for season 2 on Netflix. So if you haven't seen Devil May Cry season 1, watch it. And I need to watch it. It's on my list. But if you have seen it and you're wanting the season 2, confirmed. Toys R Us, bro. God damn it. Toys R Us are making a fucking movie.
That's
Sorry.
crazy.
Toys R Us live action movie in the works with Story Kitchen. Interesting. I had what's my guy? I forgot his name. DJ something messaged me. He's like, why? And I don't know, bro. Money? I have no idea. But Story Kitchen and Toys R Us Studios, the entertainment production arm of the global toy brand, have teamed up to develop a live action film. Toys R Us is a cultural touchstone that continues to impact the child in all of us, said the Story Kitchen founder, Dimitri M. Johnson and Mike Goldberg, announcing the project. As 80s kids who's considered Toys R Us as one of the most magical places on earth, we're honored to partner to create a film that will capture the spirit of adventure, creativity, and nostalgia that Toys R Us represents. I mean, bro, Toys R Us is fun though, especially when you're young, and even as an adult, when you go in and just look around at all the toys and stuff that they do have, is fun. I don't know what kind of story they do, but I remember the advert, was a very like sort of magical advert with the big
Toys R Us.
giraffe and
Toys R Us.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but maybe it's just something that it could introduce. I don't know. I don't know. Introduce kids or whatever to it. I'd also go check it out, and then everyone will rush to the Toys R Us store and buy all their merch, and that's how they make their money. So you never know. It could be just a big promotional thing instead of an advert. It's like let's spend our money on a movie
Yeah.
and people go watch it. So interesting. All right. Damon Wayans is walking away with deep gratitude after Papa's House cancellation. This show gave me more than I could ever imagine. So that Papa's House show is being cancelled. I started watching a few episodes and it gave me wife and kids vibes. But I was watching them in the UK, and when I came back to Dubai, I didn't get a chance to carry it on. But the show is getting cancelled. Damon Wayans has reacted to the news of his show Papa's House being cancelled by CBS, writing in a lengthy Instagram post that he's walking away with deep gratitude. CBS announced a couple of weeks back that it had cancelled both Papa's House and The Summit. I don't know what The Summit is. After one season each, created by Wayans and Kevin Hench. The sitcom centered on the lives of a father-son duo played by Wayans and his family and his real-life son, Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans Jr., sorry. So, boy, it was a fun... if you like Wife and Kids, if you like Damon Wayans, you would like the show. But, maybe it didn't hit
But I
as
just
much
don't think
as...
it's that type of comedy that people want anymore. Like we're
No, I
getting
mean...
that type of comedy in our American government and English government at the moment. It's like a really shit bad reality TV show. So like it's come to a point now where it's like nobody wants that sort of joyous sort of family orientated movie or TV show. They want nitty gritty, all sorts of shit type of shit, to be honest. Which is
TV's
reality
different.
TV that I don't like. I don't. There's a reason why I don't watch TV. It's garbage. We get some great TV shows though, no doubt about that. But most of like reality TV and Western news is just shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes it's a good,
TV.
sometimes it's a good, some most of the time it's a shit.
Yeah, and look, TV itself, like TV is crap. Shows and stuff like that, they're obviously amazing. There's production value. Like TV shows are as good as movies these days, and sometimes even better.
Exactly.
But there's just too many, and two is just different. I mean, just because of the evolution of TV shows, I'm like, you're expecting high, impact stories and character building and violence, and those are like Badusi, all this sort of shit is in these TV shows. Like, there's no limits anymore in TV shows. But something like, Papa's House and like Wife and Kids, that just light-hearted Saturday morning or, whatever afternoon where you sit back and watch it and just enjoy it. It's
Man,
those sort of shows. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the same, man. But Damon Wayans was on a podcast recently with
Shay,
Shane,
Shannon
whoever,
Shay,
man.
yeah, yeah,
Shane. And he was saying, man, he's still receiving royalties for My Wife and Kids. So he's laughing. And
yeah,
that was a
exactly.
great success. So, all good with that one. Moving on. What Hall of Fame inducts unveiled, man? So there's a few people. The one that stuck out to me the most was Outkast is being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Others is Cyndi Lauper, which she has a great tune from Goonies, I'd always remember.
Yeah,
White Stripes, Chubby Checkers, Warren Zenvon, and more. I'm not familiar with the others, to be honest with you, but Outkast, hip hop, something we grew up with them. We grew up with their albums, some great tunes coming up in hip hop. Some people put Outkast on their like GOAT list of hip hop and whatnot. But the fact that they're being announced is amazing. Like, I mean, just a recognition basically.
100%, 100%,
Yeah,
100%, 100%. People need that
love that, man.
recognition, man, and I think with the work that they've done, why not? Of course.
Definitely, man. All right. Well, look, let's finish up with just things that are being released and stuff like that. A lot of release dates have been coming out recently. So Marvel Studios Avengers Doomsday begins productions. The Russo brothers put a picture up on their Instagram of a seat that says what's it, Von Doom.
Dr. Von Doom, yeah.
Dr. Von Doom. So that's started filming, looking forward to that, obviously. So we see how that goes. The Mandalorian, Grogu was announced. The movie is scheduled to be released in theaters in May 22nd, 2026. So we still got a year to go from now, but we have a date for that on the release of that. So that should be looking forward to that. Miss them guys, man. Miss them guys. Peacemaker
Me
season
too.
2 is scheduled to premiere on August 21st on Max. So a couple more months to go with that. The trailer was released not too long ago. It's going to be part of the James Gunn's universe. Good show. I like Peacemaker. James Gunn done a great job with that. So looking forward to that. August 21st. Tron Ares trailer was released. We need to speak about I don't know if we've done a legacy trailer reaction, but anyway, trailer was released and that is scheduled to come out. Damn it, I had it here. End of the year, December, I think it is.
It's okay, Babu. What's wrong? What's wrong? Why are you fighting? Okay,
Scheduled to release. I think it's December.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
2026. Was it October? Huh. All right. Anyway, that's scheduled to release end of this year. I believe it's December. I lost the date here. Moving on to Wednesday, season 2, which will premiere in 2 parts on Netflix, August 6th and then September 3rd. So they probably release a few episodes August 6th, give us a break, come back September 3rd. Wednesday was awesome. Jenna Ortega was awesome. I give her I respect for her, man. She stood up for her colleagues and co-stars on Scream 7 because over the Palestine, and she speaks out about that. So, credit to her. And the show was awesome, so I will watch the show. I like the first one, so I'm going to watch this one. Nobody 2, scheduled to be released August 14th, so a couple more months for that. Nobody 1 was fun, so I'm looking forward for Nobody 2. Just, that movie was fun. That movie was fun. I'm looking forward to that. So number 2 comes out August 14th. The Ghost, okay, moving on to PlayStation real quick, man. A very anticipated game, man, especially for me. Ghost of Your Time, man. PlayStation revealed a trailer and revealed the release date, which will be October 2nd, 2025. Bro, I'm getting that game immediately and I am going to try and invest some time on that game, bro. So Ghost of Tsushima is one of my favorite games of all time. Ghost of Your Time, oh my God, I just can't imagine just how much of an improvement it's going to be on PS5 and just everything. So I'm looking forward to that. Currently, I finished playing, or I clocked Black Myth Wukong, but I'm playing again. I'm playing, like, trying to go through it more, but that's going to keep me company until October, until Ghost of Your Time comes out. So I can't wait for that. So guys, look out for that one. That's going to be awesome. And then lastly, well, that's it, really. That's all the news I had. I mean, look, there's some movies we watched, but we've been talking for ages. I don't want to go on too much about movie reviews and stuff. I watched a few movies, but I watched some. Mum and Dad's been here. I've been busy, so not really worth talking about. We will do our movie reviews for Thunderbolts, for Sinners once we've watched those, and keep it to that. But no need to talk. But I mean, I'll give a quick shout out to a movie called Riff Raff that I watched, which has got Bill Murray, and he's the one that actually attracted me to the movie. I was like, oh shit, Bill Murray, let's check this out.
I did a review on that a couple of weeks ago.
Did you? It's
on
actually
TikTok.
really okay. It's good. It's good. That's a good movie. That's why I got it on my list. That's such a really good movie. So, yeah, bare people in this movie: Dustin Hoffman, Ed Harris, Pete Davidson, yeah, Jennifer Coolidge, who I see in bare movies, Gabriella Union. Yeah, good movie. Good movie. Outside of
one
that,
to definitely
bro,
check out.
that was all the news. I know there was a few The Predator trailers came out for Badland. There was the animated series one, which has a great
right.
concept. The
So
samurai concept or whatnot. I really wish they kind of made that into a movie, but hey, maybe in the future you never know. But Predators coming out, I think was the end of the year or something like that. I can't remember exactly now, but those came out. The Rock just released a trailer for his movie, The Wrecking Ball, which is a story based on Mark Kerr's, like an old UFC MMA fighter and whatnot. That looks pretty decent. What else, man? That's it, bro, man. I mean, I think that's everything I had on my list. Yeah. Anything else from your side?
No, that's it on my side. I haven't been able to watch anything, sit down properly. But there's a couple of films. But I saw Havoc,
On my
and there was
list.
something else. Havoc and something else. I saw something else recently, just randomly. The Intern with Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro, which was actually a nice, sweet movie. About life moving on. It was one of those movies where I didn't really want it to end because I like, Robert De Niro's character as he's a widower and he's just trying to live life after retirement and then becomes an intern for this young businesswoman. And they create this bond and this relationship, and it's more of a life
comedy. It's a nice movie. I
Might check
enjoyed
it
it.
out.
Yeah, yeah. I learned some things, and De Niro's quite funny in it as well. But he's like this really calm, patient. It is what it is, guy. And it's like, how do I get to that level, man? So, that movie triggered something in me. It was a good film. I enjoyed it. It's not like the amazing movie, but it's one of those films like, the fugitives, the three fugitives. It's such a random movie, but you've got such a great cast. You've got Martin Short, Nick Nolte, James Earl Jones, and you've got some key favorite moments in there. You know what I mean? So no, that's all from me, bro. That's all from me.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, that's it, man. I think that's all everything we have for you for this week's show. Look out for the reviews, look out for the Geek Out sessions. The channel has just got constant stuff going. Look out for the breaking news. And for anything breaking news, follow the YouTube channel, follow the Instagram channel. Everything that we find out, we will put it out there. You know what I mean? And remember, we would want to be right instead of first. So maybe it'll be breaking news, but a day or two later. But we need to make sure it's legit. Anything that I see rumor, it's not news, not right now. So keep an eye on the channel. For all your pop culture news. Check out the Brother Geek Out channels, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Free Palestine, free Congo, free Yemen, free Syria, all our brothers and sisters out there. Oh, you know what? There's one dude. Listen, man, I need to put this out there,
Free
bro. And I need
Sudan.
to
Yeah,
free
go on.
Sudan. There's this one dude I've been following, bro. He's this African leader, and I have to find him, bro, because he's like a revolutionary type of dude, bro. He is. I have to find him. 1 second, bro. I have to. There we
Guys,
go.
thank you so much. Oh, go.
His name is Ibrahim Traore, and hopefully I'm saying his name right. And he is the president of a country called Burkina Faso. Now I'm gonna be very honest with you. My geography is shit, and it's a region from Africa. But this brother here, man, I'm telling you now, you need to know this dude. Hold on, let me show you his face. Give me the profile. All right, you need to know this guy's face because,
Oh, yes.
right,
He knows.
he's trying to unify Africa the way it should be, the way that Gaddafi was trying to do that. Already, you got people trying to call him the T word, this and that. Bullshit. All he's trying to do is uplift his people. And I'm talking about Africa. And he's doing some great stuff that I'm following and whatnot. He's already unified. He's basically getting any of the corrupt oppressors who are exploiting Africa for their resources. Starting off with his country, like, get the fuck out of here. We are going to be in charge of this now. We're going to make deals with you. You're not going to steal our shit anymore. We're going to make deals with you. He's trying to get rid of corrupt. He's working with other African leaders. He's trying to get rid of the corrupt leaders. He's trying to get rid of foreign occupiers who are stealing the resources. Exactly what Gaddafi was trying to do. And he's trying to unify. He's trying to make Africa what it should be, bro. Which is like what we speak about, Wakanda. It should be like Wakanda, man. It should have all the resources, all the riches, everything. And what I'm telling you, man, and there've been only a couple of assassination attempts. Anyone who tries to uplift Africa, they get assassinated. They get corrupted,
Thrown into
whatever.
prison or something. Yeah.
This
Now,
brother
listen.
here, Ibrahim, just I had to give him a shout out, man, because I'm loving what he's doing. Respect to him. Free Africa, free Sudan, free Congo, Palestine, Sudan, all the countries, man. Anyone who's oppressed, the Uyghurs.
No, exactly. The Uyghurs. Look, listen, there's a massive amount going on, and people's eyes are opening up, and it's all about education and letting people know what's going on. I think the problem is that we're so far away from reality of the world because we're trying to live our day-to-day stuff. It's hard enough. So I know people tend to. It's not something you should. Somebody told me you should just switch it off. It's got nothing to do with you.
Nah. Listen, I've been in. Yeah. Fuck off. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it straight. Fuck off. Like, we need to be aware, and it's good to be aware. And that's one of the things. That's one of the strategies of the empire, of the occupier, is it doesn't concern you. Don't worry. You know what? It does concern everyone, man. It's a humanitarian
Because we're
thing
paying
for
for
all the
it.
situation.
We're paying
Yeah,
for it. We're paying for
exactly.
it, and it's fucked. So listen, massive thank you to everybody who's donated to medical aid for Palestine. We absolutely smashed it last month. I want to give shout outs, but a lot of people don't put their names down, and I totally understand why you don't put your names down. But I want to thank you for those donations. All right. I'm running it again. It'll be back up on our Instagram page, on both the Brothers Geek Out and my personal page. Actually, I can make you a collaborator. Shall I put it on your page as well?
Yeah. Make me a collaborator on my page. Yeah, for sure.
So we'll do that, and then wherever you can. Every month I'm going to do it. Every month we've smashed it, and there's so many of you. So many of you are silent. Just open your eyes up, open your heart up, have a bit of empathy, try and understand the situation. I've had several conversations recently with these so-called Zionists that I have somehow got into my Facebook messaging and started messaging me, trying to tell me about the history. And I'm like, yeah, bro, keyboard warriors, man. Anyway, free from oppression and apartheid. Massive thank you to everybody who's donated so far. A massive thank you for following on the journey, guys. Remember, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the good stuff. That really helps us out, guys, massively. Get us out there. If you know somebody will get along with us or like some of what we talk about, then please share it with friends and family. Share it on your social media pages. We'd love a little bit of engagement from you guys. Please let us know what you would like to cover for us to cover on next week's episode. But I'm going to do some question pose again on Instagram. So follow us on Instagram. But other than that, I got to go, bro. We'll catch up.
All right, we out. Peace.